here, 1, 2, head of the racket like that, and then you close the head of the racket until the end. From here, you see, not forcing your wrist, not doing that, relaxed, okay? You do 1, 2, and then the ball is gonna come, you're gonna play, and you're gonna finish. I'm playing slow like that, so you have time, you have a lot of time, and you are always doing this and playing. And some balls are higher, and even when I play high, you are just opening, okay? Try to go do a little bit of loop, the racket like a circle, okay, like this, and then you play. So while the ball is coming, you prepare like that, you stop, you play, and you finish. This, 1, 2, and then you see my racket angle, like 45 degrees until the end, and you answer the phone. 88% of you are still not subscribed to my channel, so if you find this valuable, please subscribe. And now let's get back to our video and to our tips. Your legs, instead of being like that, okay, you need to be sideways, so you can be already sideways, okay, in the same position. Look, you play in this position, right? Same position here. And now you're gonna do 1, the strings are facing the fence, okay, your hand relaxed, and then when I feed the ball is gonna come, and you're gonna do 2, play and finish. And the third progression after this, you're gonna start here, 1, I feed the ball, you do 2, and when you play, instead of doing 1, 2, and standing up like that, okay, you need to do 1, 2, and when you stand, when you go up, you are in the diagonal. You see how I am, like that? I didn't finish like this, right? So you're gonna play 1, 2, play, and go up and forward, like the plane taking off, okay? Like this angle. Every time you are playing forehand, okay? Every time you wanna play and you wanna see the result of the ball before you even hit, okay? What's gonna happen is when you are going to contact with when you are contacting with the ball, if you take your eyes out, the head of the racket opens, and then you're gonna play up, okay? So you need always to play, keep your eyes on the ball, okay? You finish, and when the racket is on your shoulder or almost, you can look. You do this, and then you look, okay? If you open before, ball is going higher and out. The name of this grip is semi-western grip, okay? When you do this, this is the name of the grip. For example, my grip, usually you need space to put one finger on your hand, on your racket. I don't have, you see, my hand goes over. My grip is small, but it's better for my forehand. I like more like that, and I can accelerate more, okay? And with this grip, if you really play and go like that, like you did the exercise, you always control balls and you never miss. So always do this, and from this position, look, 1, 2. You see my racket on this side? Every time you miss, you are doing this. You are doing 1, 2, and the racket is on this side. Okay? You cannot see the racket on this side. You need to see here. 1, 2, this side, and then you play and you finish. 1, 2, or this, okay? Or you can do 1 and do a little bit of loop here. Do 2, play and finish. Last progression to correct also the grip. You do 1, forehand technique, how you can improve faster, how we can go from beginner, from this continental grip or even Eastern grip to professional forehands. Okay, wait, this for you. 1 here, and then when I say 2, you do 2, and you keep the racket inside of the basket. You need to adjust. Wait, 1, 2, here, on your side. And then I feed the ball, and you're gonna do this, okay? Remember, from here, maybe you are smaller, but here, 1, 2, head of the racket like that, and then you close the head of the racket until the end, okay? Here, 1, 2, play, and finish. When you do the second, the racket is inside, is inside of the basket, here, okay? And the hand is relaxed. You see, for example, if you play with continental grip, instead of this, it's not comfortable to put inside, it's in pain, okay? So here, relax. 1, 2, say again?
I can do really fast, but it's always in.
1, yes. One more tip, because this is the first time, but look, I already told you this in the other lessons, but then we're never focused. Instead of waiting like that, you are doing all good, you are doing this, 1, you are doing everything, okay? But instead of waiting like that, if you wait like this, it's easier, because from here, look, you do 1, right? And you just rotate your shoulders, and the racket is there, look. Okay, because it's here, it's naturally. And when you are waiting for the ball, what you want to do? You want to do forehand or backhand? You like more to do forehands or backhands? Forehand. So if you are here, you need to wait with this position, ready to hit forehand. Why? Because if the ball is there, you hit forehand here. If the ball is there, you can always hit one forehand on this side also. Okay, so try to wait here. Let's go. Help with your legs going up. Ah! Ha! It was really good because she improved a lot. It was just the first lesson she tried this grip, semi-western grip. We worked this specific exercise. It works every time. I did this with hundreds of players, so I guarantee it works every time. Just need to be focused, and every mistake you do, you always have a way to correct. If you miss too much out, you can close the head of the racket. If you miss to the net, you can help with your legs, like the plane taking off. So you always find a way to correct. So what you cannot do is, if you miss one ball, then play slower just to play inside, because like that you never learn. What you need to do is to keep the same speed, okay? And like that it's easier to improve and to see what can you do better in the next shot, and you can always get better a little bit every day. How you can get closer of, for example, my forehand or any professional player, and how you can be competitive with any kind of player. Even if they play super aggressive, you'll be able to return the balls back because you have the foundations, you have the basic techniques, the basic footwork. I'm gonna help you with the mindset, the right mindset to face this challenge that is tennis. And usually you start this journey and after 2 or 3 lessons you give up, either because you thought it was a little bit easier, or either because you don't have someone like a tennis coach or a mental coach that will help you along the journey, will help you with the beginning challenges and help you basically to overcome these challenges. Because you're gonna miss, if you wanna be good in the future, in long term, you're gonna go through some mistakes that I'm gonna talk about, and I'm gonna teach you how can you overcome that mistakes and which exercises, which drills can you do. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video. Bye bye. For each single ball you have a different footwork, and if you have a good footwork, if you have a good base, a good foundation, you can be much more explosive. Because remember, one of the biomechanical things of tennis is opposite of forces, and this means that all the force, all the power that you press against the floor, the power is gonna come equal to you, and in this case to the shot, because all your energy is on the floor. You need to take it out of the floor to hit harder. Okay, it's not about the power you do with your arm. Power is here, and you bring it to the ball. Okay, it's a kinetic chain that you have in your body that is gonna help you to play faster, more efficient, and less injured. And remember, you can always work smart. As I listen now a lot of times, oh, I can work smart and work less time but more efficient. But remember, in any other side of the world, there is some random player that is also working smarter but harder. And smart and hard together, this is the perfect combination to be a perfect tennis player. Let me know in the comments, what is your biggest challenge right now in tennis? How can I help you more? What is the biggest challenge, and what would like me to talk in the next video?